I'm so high. I'm down south, BRT, if you want roll again. If you want to top in the hole, let it
Pull up on the tick like I jack smack. King E.N.E and you got stats. We don't give a goddamn about your guys' stats. To be honest, most of y'all little guys whack. Step your game up and roll with the winners. E.N.E is sacred. Fuck them little chicken dinners. You ain't never seen a trick of niggas this fly. Never in the stacks, get some power like a fish fry. Now later vibes, see we doing all West Coast shit. Call up the Cali Club, cop them West Coast shit. This is a Ripsy Club, cop them West Coast shit. All blued up like we really West Coast shit. We do this shit with style. That's why the ladies love it. We with the man straight choosing when we out in public. E.N.E, best flow. King L, stack with the flat to the let's go.
East Coast, send out, babe, all timed out. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Down south, BRT, if you want roll again. If you want to top in the hole, let it ride. Now you up in the top, about to smoke with the chief. If you know King, you about to roll up and leave. Look, I don't really dance, but let that ass roll on the D so high. I wasn't on it, but you noticed in me. Just like where I'm from, I got a stream and I'm old. I ain't paid for no entry, but she gave me a show. My bottles only if it beat it down to the mo. Here for a couple hours, going counting my dough. Look, I don't really know why they envy me. Maybe cause the whole team MVP. Kept the gang genuine, I'm the same OG. Treat the throw like my shoes, keep the thing on me. Game time, now it's mama mentality up my salary. Wear the wrong colors in the wrong hood in the casual. With the Malibu, Santa Monica on the beach. Always gotta keep the 40 cal on my reach. East Coast, send it out, babe, all timed out. I'm about to pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. I'm about to pull up on you. Down south, BRT, if you want roll again. I'm about to pull up on you. If you want to top in the hole, let it ride. I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, real talk, you need to holler in stacks. If you open out the way, he gon' give you some facts. All right, nauseous, trying to see with the six. E.N.E the cheat code, play the game with a glitch. Reverse the flow like I'm in Raven Heaven in this. John B the truth, that's a rhetoric shit. If you're looking in the mirror, you should know this is. E.N.E the life up the hell, blocking the shit. Put the bars on the shit, they say what it is. Down, test, every day was a trip. G-strong like the hero, rest top, and we got the soul on my G, we just get the deal.
Yeah. What up? You already know what it is, man. It's your guy, Virgil, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts, man. And y'all know how we do it, man. E.N.E Tuesdays. You hear me, man? We're going to be discussing this, goddammit, Super Bowl situation. You understand me, man? What's going on with y'all? How y'all doing tonight, man? Huh? What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? What it do? What the business is? Word on the street, stacks on the handle is. What's good with y'all, man? What's going on, man? What's up, Brownie? Happy Valentine's Day to you too, baby. Hey, Brownie, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but guess what? You my unofficial official Valentine's Day. How about that, Brownie? You know what I'm saying? You the first person to say Happy Valentine's Day to me all day. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. You need, even though I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, you know what I'm talking about, or honor it or anything like that. You know, I'm not one of these sourpuss party pooper mad ass dudes who gonna be on social engineering all day talking about how much he don't celebrate on goddamn Valentine's Day, man. I'll sit there and explain that shit over and over again. I ain't about to keep going in on that shit. And I also ain't gonna rain on nobody else's parade, you know what I'm saying, even though they celebrating the day and they feeling some type of way. I'm not one of them Valentine's Day haters like I be seeing. You see on Facebook and Instagram and all that bullshit, man. Y'all, yeah, you know I'm all for spreading the love too. You know what I'm talking about, Brownie, man? I'm all about spreading that love, you know what I'm saying? Especially too when it comes to the beautiful ladies. You understand what I'm saying? I'm all about spreading the love to y'all. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying, Brownie, man? You know what I'm saying? Spread some love to you too. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely would spread some love to Brownie. You feel me? But yeah, though, man, you know, everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? Just because you may not like Valentine's Day for whatever reason you don't like it, just because you don't celebrate it for whatever reason you don't celebrate it, that don't mean you got to go and ruin it on somebody else's day, you know what I'm saying? Because people celebrate it or whatever they do. Let motherfuckers handle or deal with they got they gotta deal with that on their own, man. You know what I'm talking about? But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? All y'all Valentine's Day haters, I've seen a lot, especially a lot of chicks. I don't really see too many dudes doing this, although I've seen a couple of you male Jezebel ass niggas sounding like one of these bras on Facebook and shit. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you're gonna be seeing chicks doing this, hating ass. All y'all girls doing this. I've seen so much bullshit on Facebook concerning Valentine's Day. I'll be like, man, some of y'all be sounding like y'all just real mad. You know, so like y'all real jealous. Like y'all just real salty because y'all seeing some girls getting tricked on, getting doted on, getting treated real good or whatever it is by they do. I seen a post on Facebook earlier today that said something about, hold on, matter of fact, I'm about to pull it up for y'all right now. I seen some shit earlier that made me laugh my ass off. You hear me? Oh, gee, what it do, man? You know, y'all stop hating on people out there who celebrate Valentine's Day, man. You know, we all know some Valentine's Day is some bullshit, but you ain't gotta rain nobody else's parade. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Oh shit. Hell nah. I'm about to find it right now, man. Seeing you niggas hating on niggas on Valentine's Day. Right? Now my Valentine's Day gift is starting to bleed. I'm trying to find what I read, man. Oh man. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I've been seeing a lot of stuff on social engineering, man. You know what I'm saying? Where people just mad and salty because other people, you know what I'm saying, is happy. You know what I'm saying? You just seen a lot of people posting a lot of negative. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of girls out there who's single and salty. You know what I'm saying? Single, lonely, and salty. You feel me? See, the thing about, and I'm not speaking for all, man. I'm only speaking for real ones, man. You know what I'm saying? See, real ones, if we single, you know what I'm saying, we know how to handle being single, man. Being single ain't as bad, you know what I'm saying, as you know what I'm saying, some people will make it out to be. Especially, I'm just saying, when it comes to us men, you know what I'm saying, we can handle being single. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that chicks can't handle being single, my bad. I'm just saying guys tend to handle it a little bit more better for the most part than chicks do, right? Because y'all girls be sitting up here perking like y'all don't want to be in a relationship. Every girl wants to be in a relationship. I don't care who you are, with the exception of a very few who actually do not, right? And those who fit into that category, if they truly, genuinely feel like that, I guarantee you it's a reason for that. There's something behind that. Like I said, we got to always dig deep. And when chicks feel like that, there's something behind that. But for the most part, hardwired down to the biology, mostly all y'all females want a man, a partner, a husband, whatever you want to call it, man. You ain't going to sit here and tell me something different. You know, if all y'all girls could get if all y'all girls could get the guy that you fantasize about, y'all would be with him. I'll be hearing that single by choice and I'm happily single, and man, get the fuck out. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that being a woman in this day and age, lonely by yourself. When that goddamn pandemic hit, you ain't gonna tell me nothing. Chick ain't gonna sit up here and tell me. You understand, man? Ain't nobody gonna say, ain't none of y'all girls gonna tell me anything different. I don't care what you say. It don't matter how you feel. You ain't gonna tell me nothing different. Every real woman desires to have a man, right? Yeah, man, girls is down bad this year, man. You look at Facebook, man, and Snap and Twitter and all that, you see how lonely these bras and bitter these bras be for real, man. A lot of you niggas be bitter too, man. And that's just sad. All right? It's just sad. Seriously, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen some chicks write some stuff that I just was seeing looking like, girl, shut up, man. Like, girl, you sound salty as hell. Like, you sound like you salty. You feel me? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been seeing all type of crazy stuff, man. Like this girl right here said this. Happy show off because the calendar said so day. Y'all girls be really up here trying to convince y'all selves that y'all happy single and okay with being by yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes y'all need to be by yourself, man. All right? Y'all girls need to be alone. And the reason why you need to be alone for the same reason most guys like to need to be alone for some point, because you need to focus on yourself, man. Get yourself together. All right? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Crazy as hell out here, man. Let me tell y'all something else, man. All right? Let me tell y'all something, man. You feel me? Let me tell y'all something, man. All y'all people out here, this is sad too, man. This is sad, man. When L come in, we're gonna speak on this real quick, briefly too. All y'all people sitting over here on the internet, man, posting this PPP fraudulent loan list, man. This is horrible, man. It really is, man. You feel me? Like it's really bad, man. You know what I mean? Oh my God, it's kind of sad a little bit, man. You know what I mean? Um, it's sad on a lot of levels. You know, it's sad on a lot of levels, man. You know what I mean? One, it's sad because it shows that people like to see where people get off on you know what I'm saying? People get off on other people's perceived misery or misfortune. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's sad, y'all. I think that's very sad. Right. So I just think that it's sad, y'all. Y'all been seeing that stuff, man. And people been on Facebook and on Twitter and shit and on Instagram and posting that list of people who allegedly got fraudulent loans with the PPP and all that stuff, man. All y'all people sitting out there making fun of people who, you know what I mean? That's not cool, man. You know, so I got the spirit of jealousy written all over it. It has the spirit of jealousy just all over it. You know what I'm saying? And just to see everybody trying to make fun of people who allegedly got fraudulent loans or whatever stuff, like, or made fraudulent loans or whatever the situation may be. Most times, if you did get that PPP loan and you did your forgiveness in the right amount of time and you know, you got that shit forgiven like a motherfucker. And even if you didn't get it forgiven, you're not going to go to jail before it. You know how many people got them PPP loans, man? Where are they going to put all of these people that they making y'all believe somehow is about to be penalized for that, which they are. Man, ain't nobody going to jail behind that shit, especially if you ain't do like a whole bunch of stuff like with the crazy stuff like oh boy for Pretty Ricky, taking him up top government up top for millions of dollars, like so many people did. But if you wouldn't have got you a little PPP loan for a little funky little 30, 40 grand, man, RS ain't thinking about you, man. When I say they ain't thinking about you, I'm saying, man, they ain't about to send nobody come get you. But think about it like this too, though, y'all. And this is something to think about. So, right, let's just say that they did want to lock up people, right, behind this PPP loan situation, right? Where they gonna put all them people at, man? Now you start thinking, right? You get to thinking like, hold on, man. What about all them empty Walmarts spread across the country? What about all those old empty industrial buildings that they just been, and then you just say to yourself, I could be argued. But PPP loans ain't nothing new, man. They been doing it, man. I know niggas who been getting PPP loans since way before the pandemic, man. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it like this myself personally. You feel me? The government owed down anyway. So I think a lot of y'all just, matter of fact, I know a lot of y'all just jealous that y'all didn't take advantage of it. Right? I think that's what it is personally. And y'all just salty. And y'all just happy to be like, oh, see, yo, I had the opportunity to do it, and I'm glad I didn't do it, because, man, look at here. Right? Crazy, y'all, man. We got to stop preying on each other's downfall, man. I mean, that's one thing I don't do. You know I talk my shit, and I critique, and I do whatever I do, but one thing I don't do is prey on somebody else's downfall, man. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody's business to fail or stop or falter. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't like what they talking about or may not agree with them, I don't want their business to suffer as a result, you know what I'm saying, of anything that they ain't got no control over anyway. And if they doing some fraudulent shit, you know, that fraudulent shit always gets found out, man. You know what I'm saying? How long you think you're going to keep doing messed up stuff? Fraudulent, illegal, scandalous, nasty, lascivious shit, and you think you're just going to keep getting away with that shit, man? Oh, that includes the government too, right? And think about when I talk about the metaverse and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Think about when we talking about social credit systems, man. Huh? What perfect way to get people locked into a global system, right? That to offer everybody in the country this allegedly free money, right? That you know most people can't afford to pay back, right? What better way than to introduce them to a social credit system, right? By giving them all this money, right? And making them think that they owe it back for some reason, and then tricking them into, you know, somehow in compensation for, you know, money not paid on a defaulted loan or whatever the situation may be, you know what I'm saying? You know, what better way to get somebody enthused or somebody tricked into being involved in this system? How, you know, everybody who got them PPP loans, maybe if you got a fraudulent loan or if you whatever the situation may be, maybe they might come up with an alternative situation. I don't know this. I'm just guessing. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall, hoping it stick right now. But what I can do is I can break things down to y'all and connect some dots to where, you know what I'm saying, you can see like, oh, maybe this could be a strong possibility of where they going with this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the PPP loan thing is something that introduced you into the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? You want to have that loan forgiven. You know what I'm saying? You can work it off by going to the metaverse, right? Josephine Copeland, what's going on, man? Happy Valentine's Day, man. Y'all know I don't celebrate this shit, but at the same time, you ain't gonna see me talking shit about Valentine's Day. I already done did that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be one of these. I'm not one of these guys who every single year, every single holiday, I'm gonna be sitting up here talking about some. Well, you know, back in such and such and such and such, such and such, such and such and such and such and such. Man, that shit is lame, man. You know, to those who have the ears, let them hear, man. You know, I done said what I had to say about Valentine's Day. I done went in, broke that whole damn thing down, man. Maybe I might do a you know what I'm saying? Maybe I might do a pre-recorded on this one to work it down a little further, but I really don't see the need to. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like in context of a certain conversation, or if it's something y'all wanted me to do. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all stop hating on each other out there, man. I've been seeing a lot of girls salty on Facebook. Yeah, y'all doing that stuff with that. That's lame as hell, man. Pocket watching ass niggas, man. I ain't never met a group of people that be pocket watching each other so much, man. Like, what you eat don't make me shit, man. I don't care. Y'all be trying to go all out for one day when you should be going all out for your significant other all year round. Stunt for the calendar, like stuff like that. Like, this is stuff that lets you know somebody's bitter, somebody's salty. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody's salty. You know what I mean? The Taco Fest coming to the city. Y'all know I'm gonna have to be up in the building for that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see when this joint supposed to be coming up here. What y'all know about this in my city, man? This is the 5th annual Taco Fest. May 20th and 21st this year. We in the building. You know, man. Y'all know Real Talk gonna be there, man. You did. Y'all know we gonna be there, man. Let me show y'all, man. If y'all ain't doing nothing this, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, come. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. If I'm not mistaken, at the last Taco Fest is where some little girl got shot or up there, or I think while the Taco Fest was going on, it was like a shooting situation that was not too far from there, so if I'm not mistaken. But we ain't gonna let that ruin no fun we could possibly potentially have, and we ain't gonna be scared into thinking that, you know what I'm saying, we can't go nowhere and kick it because somebody might start shooting. I want y'all to realize that this is all part, and I'm doing a pre-recorded video on here later on tonight. I'm gonna record it on my way to work. You know, so I meant to do it earlier, but you know, I was asleep earlier, so you know, I thought I set my alarm, but you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and I haven't done this in a long time. I set my alarm and I got up, you know what I'm saying? And I went right back to sleep. You know, so I was supposed to make a pre-recorded video, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? We're gonna dig into it a little depth on Saturday too, but I'm gonna make a pre-recorded, you know what I'm saying, on my way to work today, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna edit it up and post it. But yeah, man, let me come up for this too. Y'all see this right here, man. Listen, if y'all happen by any chance, you hear me, to be free, you know what I'm saying, this weekend, what is it? May 20th and Saturday, May 20th and Sunday, May 21st. I know me and Jen definitely gonna be in the building for this, because we both love taco, tequila music. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna be in the building for this right here. We're gonna make some content off of this situation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna grab up my baby girl, man. We're gonna probably go up there most likely on Sunday the 21st. You understand me, man? And we're gonna go get y'all some content for this Columbus Taco Fest, man. I'm gonna put together a nice little video for y'all. It's gonna be a beautiful situation, man. If you're in the city, if you happen to be able to come to Columbus this weekend, I suggest you come on out. You understand what I'm saying? And come to the Taco Fest. You did. You know what I'm saying? If my baby Brownie Ellie's still in the building, you know what I'm saying, girl, if you want to come through Columbus and come to the Taco Fest, man, you come on. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? My brother John Jay, come on. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all come on up here for that weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? We go to the Taco Fest. You did. Yeah, but I also want to say this, though, y'all, for real, too. This is what I said I'm about to do a pre-recorded video on. We get done when I'm driving on the way to work tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, man. I'm gonna do a whole stream on this too. probably Saturday. We're gonna go in Saturday afternoon. You know, maybe even start maybe earlier in the day on Saturday we might go in on this as well. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this situation is so sad, man. You feel me? Like, and it's just going to keep happening over and over and over again. And it's not going to stop, y'all. I keep telling y'all, man. I'm just saying, like, God damn, like again and again and again and again, right? Right. So I listen here, OG. I'm always campaigning. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? I'm always campaigning, especially when it comes to girls like Brownie. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I know y'all done heard about this. Maybe if you've been living under a rock, you have not. My man Fly Town 614, what it do, man? How you doing, brother? You know what I'm talking about? That Taco Fest is going to be jumping, though. I'm definitely going to have my daughter loves going to the Taco Fest. We've been going into it down there. We didn't go last year, right? But we didn't go there. Well, you know, last time they had it before that whole pandemic shit, me and my baby girl, we went up there a couple times. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we definitely going to the Taco Fest. And this situation going on in Michigan State University, y'all, right? This is a second. I don't know if y'all remember about a year and a half ago, some crazy dude went up in Michigan State shooting before, right? So now here we have today MSU, or last night, should I say, this crazy dude, Anthony Dwayne McCray, decides to go up MSU campus on a shooting rampage, bodies 3 students, injures 5. So first off, I want to say rest in the essence to them young people who lost their lives and their families and all the, you know, community and situation down there or up there in Lansing, East Lansing, Michigan. All right. Prayers go out to y'all families, and the whole community out there, man. This is tragic. Second time in less than a year and a half. You know, and like a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all are being upset by this stuff. A lot of this stuff is making y'all angry. Remember, and I you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be like add no extra nothing to it by being like dramatic. This is serious, y'all. I want y'all to understand how serious this is. I want y'all to over and understand where we being led and pushed to with this type of imagery, constantly, repeatedly, repetitively being bombasted. I mean, being bombarded by this stuff with our psyche. Our psyche just being bombarded with all of these traumatic events. I want y'all to understand the effect that's having on them. I want y'all to understand the effect it has on us. Right? And think about when I talk about HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act, right? Right? Ideologically based violence, violently radicalizing people, deeming people homegrown terrorists, right? What is a homegrown terrorist? Any individual or group that uses, threatens to use, or plans to use force or violence to coerce people into going against what the government, or causing extreme violence and paranoia. Right? Now, when I found out who this guy was, I'm like, hold on, man. Right? I got to look into who this guy is. You understand me? Right? Anthony Dwayne McCray is the guy that we are being told did this shooting, right? No, I'm not saying it's not him, right? I'm not saying he's not the culprit. But what I am saying is it could be argued, right? Now we're gonna get into all of this on Saturday. I'm gonna because I want to wait, and this is why I said I could have did the day. I could have switched out, but no, I gotta wait till more information come out, and plus I'm gonna do my own thing. You feel me? Something ain't right about this, man. Here we go. We got the lone assassin. This is what I be saying, man, to these people and to this system, man. Fuck y'all, man. For real, man. Unintelligent artificial intelligence. F you, man. For assaulting our intelligence. Especially those of us who have the eyes to see this stuff. We keep getting hit with this stuff like what's going on in Michigan right now, y'all. I want y'all to understand this for a reason. We are being led and pushed and guided, prodded, I would say, poked and prodded, right, into displaying massive civil unrest. I want y'all to understand that when I talk to y'all about HR 1955, when I talk to y'all about Operation Cable Splicer, Operation Garden Plot, Rex 84, Rex 84A, what is it? What's the one? Something 22. What's the damn thing called? Event 22 or something like that. Let me look it up real quick to make sure I'm just giving y'all the proper info, man, because I don't want to be misleading y'all. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? Event 22? Is that what it's called? Okay, hold on. Let me get this for y'all real quick. All right. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, but I'm not just getting it right, help me out, man. They have a contingency plan for everything, man. Yes, here it is right here, man. Ooh, wait, man. This is recent, though. I was looking for something different. They done renamed and revamped this shit, man. Right? It was called something 22, but they got this new stuff that just came out last year, and I wasn't even hip to this, y'all. What y'all know about Con Plan 8888? This is a very real government zombie apocalypse contingency plan, right? What y'all know about Con Plan 88? See, I'm gonna have to go in on this because I'm thinking of something else I seen was called Event 22 or some shit like that. The U.S. government has a plan to put into action in the case of a zombie apocalypse. Does that sound weird? That's because it is weird. Con Plan 8888 was introduced to the public in 2011, formerly known as the Counter Zombie Dominance Document. The creators of Con Plan 8888 have outlined and detailed a meticulous strategy to activate in case of, yes, you heard right, a zombie invasion. Man, listen. We're going to get into that, y'all. We going to get into that. But anyway, not to get off track, y'all, right? Speaking briefly on this situation, we're going to go in. Matter of fact, on Saturday, we're going to go on Saturday early in the day. We're going to go in on this situation right here concerning our brother, Anthony Dwayne McCray. I know it's more to this story. He gives all the clues of being the perfect Manchurian candidate, right? And I almost want to be certain that this guy served in the military. I wouldn't be surprised if our brother Anthony Dwayne McCray is ex-military. See, all of this stuff just happened last night, y'all, so it's not too much information that we know of as of right now. Oh, but I guarantee by Saturday, some more information is going to come out. Plus, I'm going to do my own thing that I do, and we're going to get to it on Saturday. So Saturday, we're going to be discussing this earlier in the day, first show, and later in the evening Saturday, we're going to be discussing, right, We're going to be discussing Con Plan 8888. What y'all know about Con Plan 8888, man? It's the reason why they keep showing us all of this imagery. It's the reason why they keep showing us these new series coming out like The Last of Us, The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead. What was it called? The one that got on Netflix. It was a little series they had, Black something Saturday or Black something. That was actually really good too. It was like a 6-series little show they had. Think about in the past, let's just be fair, 20 years, how we have been bombarded with this imagery, right, of a zombie apocalypse. I remember when I first got locked up in 2010, it was like a genre of books, graphic novels coming out, Walking Dead included, depicting societies, dystopian societies where the government all went to shit because there was some weird disease that was turning people into zombies. Yeah, man. So, this is the dude right here. We're gonna look into this, man. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna look into it for y'all, man. You know what I mean? But and I'm waiting on L's supposed to be coming through tonight, so we want to wait for him and Fonz to get back because they went to go to my brother Court. His son is playing in a tournament, for basketball. Yeah, I forgot about that Flytown World War Z. Right? Y'all better hope and pray. Listen here, y'all. Shout out to my nephew BREDREN, man. Hopefully he doing good in his basketball. You know what I'm saying? He real good. My brother Court's son. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, they won tonight and they doing real good. You know what I'm saying? Young BREDREN going, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all forgot 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and 28 months later. Huh? Y'all ever seen 28 months later? Right? I heard they're supposed to make one called 28 years later. But anyway, right? Y'all better hope and wish and pray that if they do pull off or attempt this so-called zombie apocalypse agenda, Complan 88, y'all better hope and pray that they the goddamn zombies from The Walking Dead. Huh? Y'all better hope and pray they zombies like that. Because if they zombies from like World War Z or 28 days later or from even the movie with Will Smith in it, I Am Legend, we in trouble. So, if y'all want to hit us with the zombie apocalypse, man, hit us with the zombies from The Walking Dead, man. You know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to mess with no World War Z zombies, man, or no, I'm talking about, or no, none of them Last of Us, the Last of Us zombies, man. You know what I mean? I don't want none of them zombies, man. I don't want one of those 28 days later zombies, man. You know what I'm saying? You did. But yeah, though, man, we're going to get off of that. We're going to get into that this weekend. Y'all tap in and walk with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Right? I wonder if they have this image. I wonder if they have this image posted, a still image of this. Right? Everybody got something to say about this, man. Right? Everybody got something to say. I'm not saying that. Oh, here it is right here. Right? Well, this is one of them anyway. No, ooh, yes, here it is right here. Powerful imagery, man. And I want y'all to know something, man. You know what I mean? right? I want y'all to be able to understand this stuff when y'all see it. Yeah, you already know Flytown double tap shouty. You feel me? Hey, man, I'm not telling nobody to commit any crimes. I'm not influencing anybody to do anything violent. But what I would suggest for y'all to invest in three major three weapons you want to invest in. If you have the ability to do so, you want to get you a good sidearm. I suggest, right? I suggest Smith & Wesson, right? I suggest a Smith & Wesson Effins 40 cals. They're very durable, you're right, but they're very sturdy. You know what I mean? They're easy to take apart, put back together, and clean. You know, so you can literally learn how to dig out all type of tutorial videos on YouTube on how to take guns apart and put them back together. You know what I'm saying? They're very easily to clean and take apart, put together. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to go for a sidearm, a nice sidearm with a lot of stopping power that holds numerous rounds or plentiful rounds, I would go with a 40 cal S&W, personally. You also got to have a shotgun, you know, preferably a Remington or a Mossberg, you feel me? Or tactical shooting, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, get you a nice shotgun, a nice 12 gauge shotgun, right? And then your third weapon you want to have, this is the three. I'm just saying, if you're going to have three guns that you can need for your survival in a zombie apocalypse, it's going to be a nice sidearm, a nice shotgun with a lot of stopping power, right? And you want to get you a very, very well maintained and maintained semi-automatic assault rifle. You hear me? And I say semi because, you know what I'm saying, fullies aren't accurate as you can be with a fully as you can be with a semi. You feel me? You know what I mean? So them is three weapons, three guns you want to have in the event of a zombie apocalypse, right? You want to invest in a nice, durable, double-edged blade, right? Preferably two. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done had my experience with outdoor tactical survival training. You know, I know now at this point in my life, everything that I've experienced in my life is actually absolutely being for a reason. You feel me? And how I came across, right? As far as tactical training, let's just say, you know, when you chosen to do a specific task, things that happen in your life at the point in time when it's happening, you won't realize what is going on until later. You're like, oh, that's the reason why I went through that experience. You feel me? And now I understand now why I had the experience that I had, why I know how to hunt. I know how to hunt. I can field dress deer, whitetail, prongtail, pronghorn. You know what I'm saying? I know how to track footprints. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it. I know how to goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Bow hunt. I can bow hunt. I can muzzle load hunt. You hear me? I know how to swim very well. I can fish. You know what I'm talking about? I know how to start a fire outside. I can make a shelter outside. You feel me? You know? Wouldn't be bad if y'all got y'all some tactical outside survival training, man. That wouldn't be a bad thing to invest in. You feel me? Right? Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. But back to the Super Bowl, man. Right? The halftime show. You know what I'm saying? Of course, and I'm gonna wait for L to get here to get it to this aspect of it, right? Oh, but everybody's saying something about this halftime performance, right? Now, we all remember last year when Snoop and Dre and 50 Cent and Eminem and Mary J. Blige and all of them was, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing on stage or whatever, man. And but this year was a little different, though. Or whenever that was, last year, the year before, whatever it was. I don't even pay attention to this stuff, so I really don't care. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you feel me? Flower Town System, you know what I'm saying? I know, I ain't gonna, man, listen. That semi-auto shotty combo, I'm telling you, man, you want to have you a nice sidearm. And I'm telling you right now, man, my brother Wayne, man, who eventually gonna come on the show, man, you know what I'm talking about, and who's ex-military, performed massive live active duty on them front lines. I'm telling you, my man that stood up there and told me, like, man, he says, I'm pretty sure my brother Wayne would approve of that, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been on them front lines, man. You hear me? he's been in the shit, as they call it, man. You want to have you a nice sidearm, you want to have you a nice shotty, and a nice auto semi. You feel me? Preferably. You know what I mean? You just never know, man. You feel me? And y'all should have knew something was going on and something's afoot when you go to the Vance's and stuff like that. Vance's is the gun store out here in my city, one of the like main ones. And when you notice that you're only allowed to get one pack of bullets per time you go to the store. So if you go to the Vance's today, but you can go do this once a day. You can go stock up on your shit, but just when you go, you can't buy like numerous multi. You can only go buy like one box of bullets. Right? So that should let y'all know right there. And also wouldn't be a bad idea to become a machinist, man. It wouldn't be a bad idea to learn how to make bullets. Remember in The Walking Dead when old boy, I can't remember his name, the scary looking dude came up with the plan when they came across that factory. It was a machine factory, and they said they can learn how to they can use this to make bullets and stuff. Yeah, the gun show go ham out west, man. You know me? And it's the reason why they're doing that. Think about up here in Chicago or Illinois, where they just passed that Safety Act, man. There's a reason why during the pandemic they made it fully legal for you to open carry without a license. You don't got to register or none of that stuff. They want society to be violent. This is why they keep showing us the imagery of stuff like happening in Michigan right now. And at the same time, we're being distracted by all of that or from all of that with stuff like this halftime show, which is a very demonic thing. All right. Now, I'm not a sports guy. So when we're talking about the Super Bowl, y'all, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to be discussing anything as far as like the game being written. Y'all know this. I've been telling y'all this. I'm not the only one that's been telling y'all this, but y'all know it. Y'all don't want to admit it, and y'all so enamored with the thought of your favorite sports team and your favorite player, and you grew up playing football and all of this stuff. So you just like, yeah, I love the sport. Like, yeah, but a lot of y'all are starting to see the fraudulence of professional sports, especially when it comes to gambling. A lot of y'all are starting to see the fakery and the fallacy that professional sports is. I've been telling my homies for years, the NBA, the NFL, all of that shit is rigged. It's all rigged. Roger Goodell. Do y'all know who Roger Goodell is, man? Every NFL team is owned by a guy who is bloodline descendants of these Khazarian demons y'all hear me talking about. Not only that, the NHL, the NFL, the NBA, the MLS, Major League Soccer, Major League Basketball, or should I say baseball, all of these sports, all of them are the modern day versions of plantations. In order to get in any of them, you have to go to the draft. You have to be drafted. After you go to a combine where you see if you're physically fit to be the type of slave they need you to be, if you're worth the money that they're going to pay you. Rest of the essence of the Dolph, they just made y'all rich now, man. Understand that. Understand that William Naismith, who's allegedly the one responsible for creating the game of basketball. Understand that Naismith was an asset of the Rothschilds. Naismith's father, right, was big homie cool friends with guess who? William Lynch. Who's the actual person? You know, y'all, I'm gonna break it down for y'all every trip, right? And I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear this stuff, but y'all don't know this stuff, man. Y'all don't know that the game of football is derived from out of slavery, especially specifically how to break a slave mentally, psychologically, spiritually, written by William Lynch of the infamous Lynch family out of West United Kingdom, Westminster, United Kingdom, the infamous Lynch family, right? William Lynch came up with many psychological breaking the early progenitor, right? For what the CIA and the FBI would use concerning their getting people to talk abilities. You feel me? Interrogating spy techniques. Basically, getting people to talk. Come up with ways to make you talk when you've been programmed to not. Torture, so to speak, if you would. Right, and when you think about the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, the MLB, MLS, all of this stuff are the new plantations. And James, right, or William Naismith and James William Lynch, Willie Lynch, right? William Naismith's grandfather, right, or should I say father, was in partnership and business associates with the Rothschilds, right? Oddly enough, they use their same buck-breaking techniques that James William Lynch, or should I say that William Lynch came up with during the slave times in the early mid-1800s. They're using that same buck-breaking techniques today, but revolutionized, upgraded in the NBA, in the NFL, in the NHL, in the MLB, all right? In order for you to be drafted into the NFL, you have to go to a combine. This is the same when you go to them combines. They got the boys running around halfway naked. They making y'all run through hoops, jump over stuff. They checking your wrist. They making sure this. They patting y'all. That's the same techniques they used to do when they used to have the drafts, huh? Along the Hudson River, along the Potomac River, when they used to bring the slaves in from Africa, from Europe, huh? And have them on the draft, making sure they were physically fit on the shores of cities like Jamestown, Virginia, huh? On the coastal cities in South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, where William Lynch is from Maryland, Baltimore specifically, right? Now, this is where all this stuff comes from, man. You feel me? William Naismith didn't create basketball. He just was the guy credited for it. It really come from out of William Lynch's buck-breaking torture techniques, how to psychologically break a human being in order to control them. Manchurian candidate Anthony Dwayne McCrae. See, I know when y'all hear me talk, it may appear, it may seem that I'm just all over the place, right? But when you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, you have to be able to connect the dots, right? So when it comes to Riri's Super Bowl halftime show performance, let me just say this. One, Rihanna's clearly pregnant again, clearly, right? And the fact that she performed, and I think she did a good job, personally, you know what I'm saying, being pregnant, right? And let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all saying, you know, she pregnant, she could have did better, blah, 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 whatever. That's all well and good. But understand, Rihanna probably did not want to do this. I want y'all to understand that these people, Rihanna, they have to do this stuff. It's not even an option for them. They are chosen to do it. They are picked, tapped to do it, if you would, right? And they don't have a choice. I want y'all to understand that first, because they have to use situations like the Super Bowl halftime show to hit y'all with a mind effing psyop or a global, if you would, seance. Everybody is gathered on one accord to watch this game, this halftime show. Do y'all understand the energy? Do y'all understand the level of energy that is generated when you have people tuning in all on one accord on just this halftime show? Y'all understand that? Y'all understand that everybody who watched that Super Bowl performance, which is all around the world, online, whether you were there in person, online, do y'all understand that there is a level of energy that was generated, right, and collected, stored, archived from that, which is why they have the dancing, which is why they have the music, which is why they have the location and the arena where they were at, which is also why they wear the colors that they wear, which is why they have the Now, let me tell y'all what first grabbed my attention during this halftime show, right? Right? This grabbed my attention, man. As soon as I saw it, I said, whoa. I said, whoa. That's powerful, right? I want y'all to pay attention to imagery, man. You feel me? Imagery is powerful. You know what I mean? Y'all see this image, right? Notice how when you look at this image, is that better? That's a little bit better. Now, look at this image, y'all, right? Look at this image. When you look at this image, Lance Parker, what it do, man? When you look at this image, what is the first thing that you see? Now, that's me asking y'all a question. What do you see? Did y'all catch it when y'all first saw the performance? Did you pay attention to it? Is it something that jumped out what you see? Me being a student, me being one who is versed, learned, and studied in ancient occult symbolism and imagery, I cannot help this, y'all. And I tell people all the time, y'all, you hear me? I cannot help it. I see things that y'all don't see, right? It jumps out to me. It smacks me in my face. I cannot help it. I only see it. When I say I only see it, I mean, of course, that's not, but I'm saying that's the first thing. Because y'all remember when I showed y'all the subliminal image of the Disney flowers? And a lot of y'all seen them flowers, and I told y'all about the words SEX being at the bottom of it in between the stems of the flowers. And a lot of y'all was like, I don't see it. I don't see it, until I pointed it out to y'all. And now every time you see that image, if you see that image, that's all you're going to be able to see. You're not even going to see that as flowers. The only thing you're going to see is the word sex. And that's what it is when you embark on a journey, endeavor to make a journey to learn about ancient occult symbolism and imagery. Like I have. I learned and studied this stuff for at least 15 years, y'all. And I cannot help it. When I see certain things, I'm like, whoa, that shit jumps out to me. I can see it. You feel me? Yes, Exactly, Lance Parker, right? Exactly. Now pay attention. Notice that this is a pyramidal shape, right? Notice that at the bottom it's red. Notice at the top is Rihanna, at the apex, the pinnacle, right? The capstone, if you would, of this pyramid. She's dressed in red. She's pregnant. The Super Bowl is on Sunday, 12th, 2023. I want y'all to understand that this stuff means stuff, man. And this is the reason why they do this stuff on global platforms like the Super Bowl, like the Grammys, like the Oscars, is because a lot of people are watching. And when you get people on one accord, they sync and they link with the frequency of the energy being emitted and transmitted, right? Siphoned from this gathering. I want you to understand that when you have millions of people across the world, globe of billions, if not, all on one accord watching this halftime show, I want y'all to understand that there's energy being generated right there. You understand that? That's why I tell y'all to go watch that movie, Men Who Stare at Goats. You'd be surprised with a group of people who are all on the same chord, psychologically, mentally, spiritually, can get accomplished when they really focus their minds on it. All right? Now you get 10 people together in a room who are all on the same chord with the resources to make something happen. Oh, things are going to happen. So y'all think about it in that aspect. When you see this image right here, Rihanna's pregnant, second child, looking to be about 4 or 5 months pregnant. If she, from what I know about pregnancy, right? She's at the apex capstone of this pyramid. She's dressed in all red, right? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4 level pyramid, right? The base of the pyramid is also red. Y'all better understand that this stuff means something, man. They don't do this stuff for just out of the blue, man. These people are very strategic. They're very exact. They're very ritualistic. You hear me? And when we see the Grammys, the halftime show, the Super Bowl, the Oscars, the Tonys, the People Choice, the American Music Award, the Billboard Award, whatever award, BT Awards, all of these award shows, a ward, as in a ward of a state or a ward of the state. Y'all know what a ward is? This stuff means something, y'all, man. Right? And make no mistake, and this is why I say, very deliberate, very strategic, very serpentine, very Saturn. Right? Yep. If you want to go a little bit further, Lance Parker, a ziggurat. The step pyramid that you speak of is known as what's called a ziggurat. Right? I'm gonna show y'all an image of it. Right? Let me pull the image up on the screen for y'all. Right. I'm gonna pull this back up. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Right? The kind of step pyramid that Lance Parker speak of is what's known as a ziggurat or ziggurat or ziggurat, right? You see this structure for pyramids throughout the Middle East and throughout South and Central America, right? Step pyramids, pyramids nonetheless. Same structures over there, out there in Giza, just a different schematic, right? You dig? You know, and I want y'all to know that this stuff means stuff, man. You hear me? This is not stuff that's just happenstance out of the blue. I want y'all to know that they strategically plot this stuff out, right? Now, I don't know what y'all know about Rihanna, right? You feel me? But I'm gonna just tell y'all this, man. And y'all can take this for whatever y'all take it, whatever, right? They don't just let anybody get famous and rich, man. Oh, hold on real quick. Y'all be right back. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. I would tell y'all, hold on, y'all can listen to some E.N.E real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming like or literally right back, but I'll play some music for y'all, so y'all just gotta be sitting here in silence. You know what I'm saying? I'll just play some until I get back.
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but victory. Victory has defeated you. Gotta know your next move when you speak to the boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the list. Everybody wanna taste that it's in sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't clear up the force. Gotta know your next move when you speak to the boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the list. Everybody wanna taste that it's in sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear up the force. I used to be stacks with the packs, now I'm stacks with the facts. Now I drop knowledge, used to cook straight, drop crack. E.N.E, coronavirus to take over. CW elite, Virgil, the wait's over, right? Don't be addicted to the limelight. Mediocre bars, knowing that y'all don't rhyme right. You fake dope niggas need to get your mind right. Stupid ass niggas, y'all bringing guns to a mob fight. Now let me slow it down so I can talk to you. I'm never letting up. If that's your thought, screw you. I hypnotize the track like a nigga practice voodoo. Voice of God, crimson mist, tutus and hootus. The rap game is in the abyss, I can easily swim through. I'm like the Gordon Fisherman and you rappers are seafood. Grand champion, this bitch, you should call me your seafood. Make sure my energy is up, cause the devil's deceitful. And everything that we see and say ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream. And everything that we see and say ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream. Status of your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the list. Everybody wanna taste that it's in sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't clear up the force. Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the list. Everybody wanna taste that it's in sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing force. Throw them all on the boat, start shipping them off. E.N.E, Giggatuity for tipping them off. Find them in the West Wing, start clipping them off. Let stacks hold them up while I finish them off. I sold all shit, man, I'm sick by the fall. That ocean six got the Bellagio vault. Man, we killing everything like a British assault. And if they sick of these kids, we the illest of dogs. Always hating cats is fall, filled with jealousy. Another being murdered and charging me with accessory. Got the club, got the ingredients and the recipe. Pardon me, I'm still smoking on hydrotherapy. Literally, still getting paper with the printer off. But I'm still don't got no bark, that's a winner clause. So fuck y'all, get a permanent flip off. Don't speak to me for less than 250, that's a rip off. Know your next move before you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead before you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste but it's in the sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Gotta know your next move before you speak to the boss. Gotta respect the dead before you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste but it's in the sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false.
being quiet and only my dreams. I spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. I assume you dream.
I assume a lot of y'all dream, man. You hear me? I assume that a lot of y'all dream. You feel me? That is a famous quote from one of my favorite movies that I be telling y'all all the time. Y'all need to go watch, man. You hear me? Y'all need to go watch this movie right here. I've been telling y'all need to go watch this movie, man. You know what I'm talking about? This is a movie that y'all really need to go check out. I'll be telling everybody to go watch this movie. You feel me? I tell everybody to go check this movie out, man. Maybe some of y'all may have seen this movie, right? Some of y'all may have seen this movie before, but I always reference this movie when I talk about a lot of stuff I'll be talking about, right? A lot of y'all need to go check this movie out, man. You feel me? But yeah, though, man, I had to run upstairs to use the restroom real quick, man, and go grab some Smino. You feel me? And I had to go grab me a Corona too. You know, I forgot I had my Corona in the freezer. This motherfucker damn near frozen, man. You know what I'm saying? God damn. I hate when I do that. Might have to go get one that ain't frozen. But yeah, man. You know what I mean? OG Cult Classic. You hear me? This movie is dope. You hear me? A lot of times when y'all hear me speak about 1984, this movie is a this movie is a lot of the tenets of 1984 in it. Like a minute. We got L in the building. You know what I'm saying? King L's in the building. I told y'all he was gonna come through. You know what I'm talking about? How was the game, man? Did he win?
Yeah.
Already. It's BREDREN, right?
Yep.
See, so I just talking about my nephew BREDREN, man. He about to go to the league eventually. Hopefully the league is still something worth going to by the time he make it there. You know what I'm talking about? Because the way stuff is going, man. The way it's going, man, it ain't looking too good. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got my brother L, my brother Fonz in the building. Y'all know L, man. Y'all done seen Fonz step in every now and again. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all go check out this movie right here, Equilibrium, man. You feel me?
That's a dope movie.
Dope ass movie. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the aspect I'm coming from with it on the what's the name, L, on the whole situation we talk about tonight with the NFL. You know, I just was breaking down, speaking on the halftime show real quick. You know what I mean? And I was telling you I was gonna wait till L get here as far as to talk about as far as the aspect from the players and all that, because he's the sports guy.
Well, here I'm about to tap in on my phone, so I'm about to tap in.
Oh, you about to bang out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the house.
Oh, okay.
Tap in for real. All right, yeah, I'm about to tap in now.
All right. So
another Winfrey link?
So L about to tap. What you about to tap in on the phone on the way to the crib or something, L?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So L about to tap in.
Drop the link. Peace, love, and blessings, everybody.
You already know, man.
I'll be back on here. You got the link in there, buddy?
I'm going to do it right now. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and drop this link from my brother. So when he get in his whip, he can tap on in with us. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I put it in there, L. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother King L's, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Fonz. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nephew Brady, man, for winning the game. You know what I'm saying? He my dude Court's oldest son. Y'all see my dude Court on here plenty of time. Him and his wife. My sis, Valen. You feel me? Valen gonna be coming back here on the show in a second. We're gonna be discussing some real ish. You hear me? But yeah, though, y'all, man. L about to chime in to tap in when he get in the whip. You feel me? Hold on real quick. Them damn robocalls be getting on my nerves, man. You hear me, man? Them damn robocalls is terrible. You feel me? But yeah, though, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole Super Bowl. The whole Super Bowl was a big, huge, a huge ritualistic ceremony. You know, and y'all got to start getting into a mind frame to where y'all start putting yourself up on game about this stuff, man. Right? I know a lot of y'all, and I've been seeing it on Facebook. I've been seeing it on Twitter. I've been seeing it on Instagram. A lot of y'all are starting to realize the fallacy and the illusion that professional sports actually is. You hear me? I've been telling y'all, L will tell y'all this. I've been telling these guys since we was young boys, right? That the whole NFL, NBA, the whole thing is a ruse, it's a scam, it's all rigged, it's all set up. It's been Delphi. Remember I told y'all about the Delphi method? Y'all think the Delphi method ain't applied to the professional sports? You know what I mean? It definitely is.
Yeah.
L, go ahead, L, man. You got my brother
Yeah.
King L's in the building.
What's up, everybody? Peace, love, and blessings. You already know what it is. All day, every day, no days off. But yeah, nah. What you said is, I mean, unfortunately, because I'm a huge sports fan and I'm a competitor, and yeah, it's fucked up because when you look at it, I seen Arian Foster just come out about a week ago and said the NFL is scripted. Now, and he was a superstar at the time. Like he had a little couple years where he was a superstar. Then he was a star and kind of faded out just like everybody do. But, you know, it was just kind of weird for him to even say that. But if you take it back, like you go to the NBA, I know if y'all remember an old referee that got caught in the mob scandal, Tim Donahue. And he was actually on a podcast, which you could go check out, with Bonzi Wells and Rasheed Wallace. And he talks about the NBA and how that kind of was, in a sense, scripted, where they always wanted the Lakers to win all the time because the Lakers bring in so much money, and that's why, you know, they always try to push. But I ain't gonna, you know, try to put words in the mouth of him, but he'll basically break down how he feels like the NBA was scripted, the way that they gave him certain rules to go by when they went through certain games, the certain referees that was assigned to certain games at certain times. So, you know, I'm gonna just leave that out there because, like I said, me being such a huge sports fan, I grew up loving it, playing it, you know, on every level except for college. I didn't go to college and play, but I did have some offers for
L,
basketball.
hold on, L, real quick. Hey, we over here smacking on some roosters, man. Fly Town, man.
Yeah, yeah, the Roosters is beautiful. That's a nice little wing spot.
My fault, L. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, he said that nigga smash no something sounds like it's good as fuck. Yeah, so I got this secret sauce that I made up, and I put fines onto it. So whatever wings you eat in the stack, so that's the King Ale's, you know what I mean, secret joint. So if you like that, you rock with it. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
So
But
it's
nah,
like Carolina Gold mixed with some garlic or something like that.
yep, exactly. And it got something else in it. Little heat. You know what I mean? Put a little heat on
I
that.
said something about a donkey.
Yep, the donkey. Yeah, like I said, you had it right though. The Carolina Gold with some garlic and a little bit of heat. You know what I mean? It makes out for a perfect combination, sweet. You know what I mean? Sweet heat. But yeah, nah, man. Like when you look at sports, you want them to always be competitive and fair. But I ain't gonna lie. When I heard that, and I watched that interview with Arian Foster, and then I watched the interview a couple years back with Tim Donahue when he was on the podcast with Rasheed Wallace and Bonzi Wells. That was last year actually, and you know he was a famous referee that got caught up with the mob and like a little betting scandal. And yeah, he already done did his time, got out of jail. So now he kind of was, he was writing his book and kind of telling what it was. And the NBA even tried to downplay what he was talking about. But even Rasheed Wallace and Bonzi Wells, he started even calling out certain situations that even the games that he was refereeing that they was in. And when he started breaking down certain games and certain situations, like, yeah, that's why you got hit with that double tech that game. This is why you got kicked out that game, man. He started telling them, and they like, oh shit. So it was kind of crazy, but yeah, you just gotta kind of accept it for what it is. It's a good show, and just enjoy it for what it is and take it for what it is. It's just know it's a good show. But don't put too much into sports. That's why when you be betting and all that, and them spreads swing, and then you losing all your money, they control all that shit too. So they see a lot of y'all putting bets on it. They might call the B-dubs button in and fix the game for a certain way, like they did with the Bengals versus Bills. But that's a whole nother story.
Right, now let me say this real quick, El. Now think about this with the whole fan duo and the other one, the little gambling sites for the sports they got, y'all. Now pay attention when now think about when I talk to y'all about books like 1984, how gambling was made legal, and gambling was something that everybody did in hopes to try to improve their financial situation. Much like how we got with the lottery and sports and gambling and betting right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the house always win. You feel me? It's designed to financially strip you. You hear me? And they let people win the lottery every now and again just to give the illusion that, this stuff actually works. When in actuality, you think about it. Think how much money the lottery generates on an annual basis in hopes of people trying to win that big pot. Have any of y'all ever asked yourselves, where does all that money come from that people win in the lottery?
It comes right from the same people trying to buy it and win it.
So, when we're talking about the sports and the NFL, specifically the Super Bowl, do y'all understand how much money the Super Bowl event generates on an annual basis? The Super Bowl Sunday generates more money than the top 100 Fortune 100 companies, some of them make on an annual basis.
Crazy.
What, 2 days in preparation, a weekend in preparation probably, or a whole weekend event generating somewhere like $10 to $20 billion, $10 to $15 billion.
It's crazy. Ad revenue is nuts.
I'm talking about it's crazy, the ad revenue. Not only that, when we look about stuff like this, though, think about this, though, El. Did you pay attention to this when you seen it, man? Right? Did you pay attention to that?
It's a lot, man. It's a lot to
Pay
catch.
attention to that, brother, man.
Yeah. Every second counts.
You know what I mean? That this just jumped out to me when I seen this performance. I said, whoa. What they trying to talk about? What they talking about?
That performance was different.
Go ahead, speak on it. I'm about to smash my piece of chicken real quick.
So I mean, me personally, I actually enjoyed the performance. I didn't, whether it's, whatever everybody else is kind of talking about, I kind of blocked it out. And I guess me being an artist, like looking at it from an artist standpoint and performing on stage, and just the whole theatrics of the performance and everything, the choreography, just the way it was displayed. And it was wild to me that people expected Rihanna to be busting out dance moves because Rihanna's never danced. Like she's not a dancer. She actually don't really got no rhythm. But that just kind of shows you how many people is casual fans of Rihanna. But that's a whole different story. I mean, I'm a real fan of Rihanna. Like I rock with her. And yes, she's Caribbean. She can wind her hips a little bit, do a little bit, but she wasn't like Rihanna ain't never been a dancer type. Like if you're gonna go to a Rihanna show, you kind of going for the hits and her voice. And I felt like they gave you a lot of hits. If you rock with Rihanna, she definitely got hits for days, and she blew you away with some of the great notes that she was pulling up. So I really enjoyed it. Um, you know, I thought it was a good performance. That's all I can really say about it, man. I think it was dope. It was cool. It wasn't like nothing. It was like just blowing it off the charts or anything like that. And I ain't gonna say, you know, to introduce whatever she might got going on. I know a lot of people was like, "Oh, she could have brought out such and such," but you know, that's not what it was about. Hey, you know, so I definitely get it. It was cool to me, man. You know, I thought it was a good show. Put it on. That's all you can
Hey, man,
ask for.
I feel the same way. And I'm like, listen, you feel me? Rihanna ain't really too much known for, you know, being like a dancer and all that stuff. She remind me of I ain't gonna say that because Aaliyah was definitely dancing, but she, you know, Rihanna's not known for her, you know, her dance moves and nothing like that. So I'm not expecting, especially when I realized the girl was pregnant, I wasn't expecting her to come out there and like bust it open or nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You
Yeah.
hear me? Look at my man Fly Town 614, man. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's the stuff I peeped, man. Dancers in hazmat suits. Riri was the big blood clot that been in these documentaries of the folks who got the job and passed away. Good insight. Interesting perspective. All right. I keep telling y'all that this stuff means something, man. They be putting certain imagery out there to us in these platforms like this for a reason, man. I'm gonna mute your mic up for a second, L. They'll sound like he getting out the car or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? And like I've been telling y'all, the NFL, like anything else, that shit is fucking rigged, man. Like, what? Let me take L. Yeah, he's still over there getting in the house and all that stuff. Yeah, man. Like L just said, man. They talking about this scripted. It don't take a genius to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? One of my homeboys who's an avid sports head, dude, he a sports head ass nigga. And I used to always tell this dude, like, bro, this shit is rigged, man. And he'd be like, Virg, man, you don't know nothing about sports. I said, I might not know nothing about the players. I might not know nothing about the stats and all that stuff, because that shit is irrelevant to me. That's pointless, useless information. You feel me? Really. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm talking about is the people that own the NFL, people that own these teams, right? People like Jerry Jones. You understand who his family is, man? Can you hear me, Al?
Yeah.
You stationary, bro? You sound like you're still moving around and stuff, man.
Okay. It should be cool now.
I mean, I can hear you. It's just, you know.
No, I'm about to hop on the computer here.
All right.
Nah, that's the age. It's different though.
Just go until you get everything set up over there. El, just mute your mic. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? We got my brother King L's about to tap back in as soon as he get the PC fired up and all of that. But yeah, though, man, you know, talking about y'all, man. I speak on the stuff that I do and the way I do. Like I said, any of my homies will sit up here and tell y'all, man. We sit over here, we watch games, college games, you know, professional games, whatever the situation may be, Super Bowl, whatever we do. And, you know, we chopping it up, having a discussion or whatever while we watching the game, chopping it up, eating, drinking, smoke, whatever. And, you know, the conversation always going to come up. And, I got to be the one that brings that clarity because, you know, although I'm not an avid sports head, I'm not a stats guy. I don't know nothing about none of these players or none of that, not all of them anyway. Like I said, it's useless information. It's pointless to have information. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like into that type stuff, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But all the different sports agencies that there is, or different types of the leagues, the football league, the basketball league, the professional baseball league, professional soccer, all of that stuff, all of these things, right? All of them, right, are owned by people who are the descendants of people who was running and owning and operating the slave trade. And they ain't do nothing but reinvented it, revolutionize it, reconstruct. Do you hear me? Industrialize, corporatize. Y'all following me now? Right? Same stuff they used to do back in the day, they doing right now when they used to bring the slaves from Africa and Asia and Europe over here, right? When they used to bring them over here on them big ass boats, have them posted up alongside the Hudson, alongside the Potomac and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Not just black guys either. Just like today, it ain't only black, it's mostly black people in the NFL and the stuff like that. But what about the NHL? The NHL is mostly white boys. They have to go through a draft. They have to go through a combine in order to be drafted. Huh? What y'all know about that, man? You know what I'm saying? And I just be, like I said, one of my main guys who I used to have this conversation was my homeboy Jeez, right? My nigga Jeezy, right? Shout out to my brother Jeezy, man. And Jeezy hit me up today, was like, he hit me up in the DM on Facebook. He said, damn, cuz, man, you was right, man. I said, nigga, how long I've been telling you this shit, man? I've been telling you this way before Facebook, nigga. Way before YouTube. I've been telling these niggas this forever. You know what I'm saying? When we used to niggas be in a spot watching a game, gambling on the game, whatever the game it is on TV, basketball, football, whatever the situation is, baseball, whatever it is. I used to tell them niggas all the time, man, this shit rigged, man. Y'all think these dudes, y'all think LeBron James is LeBron James because he's a talented basketball star? That's what got him in the door, but that's not what's keeping him there. You know? Look at all the different endorsements LeBron has. Look at all the people who own a piece of LeBron's brand. Understand how we've been tricked into branding ourselves. Y'all understand where the term branding comes from? Right? You understand where the term branding comes from? I'm a brand. I'm a whole brand. Right? Y'all know what branding is? You know where the term and the act of branding property comes from? Right? I keep telling y'all, man, a lot of stuff in our current society derived from slavery, man. You know what I mean? A lot of it. Most of it, majority of it, derives from everything that happened during the so-called transatlantic slave trade, right? Which is a misnomer, right? and it's some bullshit to an extent. You know what I mean? Utter fuckery to an extent. Real shit, real talk. And I want y'all to know that, man. You know what I'm saying? We have been duped. We have been hoodwinked. We have been bamboozled, led astray, run amok, flabbergasted, man. Whatever all that stuff that Denzel said in that movie, man. You know what I mean? And when we're talking about the NFL and all of that, man, we're talking about an organization that is ran by the family, the descendants, the grandchildren, and the great-grandchildren of these Khazarian demons y'all hear me talking about that own and control the NFL and all other sports. Look at the owner of any team that you watch. Look at the owner. Look at who the owner of your favorite team is. And then you do a research into who his family is. Oh, and I said he is because none of these NFL teams are owned by women. None of them. Right? If you want to keep a family business going on for hundreds of years, you cannot ever allow the women in your family to run shit. Right? So when you think about the movie Any Given Sunday, you can get a good idea why the Miami Sharks were in the predicament that they were. I think Cameron Diaz played that role very, very good. I've never seen her play a diverse role like that. She did a real good job in that movie. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hater. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I see you finally got yourself together, man. Go ahead, tap on in.
No, I'm over here impressed by Virgil over here with the football movies over here. Like, okay.
You feel me? Hey, L, man, let me tell y'all something. Listen here, man. L been knowing me for a long time. My nigga Fonz too, right? I'm not the sports guy. You hear me? Clearly. I'm taller than most of my dudes. Me and Fonz and Star were the tallest. I've never played basketball a day of my freaking life.
I know.
As far as like for school or anything like that. I want to play. I mean, I played football, of course, in the hood, you know, first bounce line. We know play Spirit of Queer and all that stuff. But you know what I'm saying? But as far as playing like football, like for school, like little league, nah, I never did that, man. I never was drawn towards it in that aspect, especially the NFL and the NBA. And when I came across the information of what is the origins of football and basketball, now I understood why I never was drawn to it. Because it's derived from Luciferian satanic ideology. How many of y'all even know that? Go ahead, Al.
Shit, yeah, nah. I mean, like I said, I played just about damn near every sport. Basketball, football, ran track, soccer. You know what I mean? I did softball leagues, all that shit. So, you know, I was definitely active out there. I'm competitive as hell. So, you know, like when you find out some of the shit is scripted, yeah, it does fuck with you. But I don't know. I get what I like you said, I remember when we went back a while, talked about how shit plays out in sports and all that. And I, you know, even when I watch now, I still think it's some type of competitive aspect to it. I'm not gonna write that off because I know in the NBA it's just a little bit harder to always script the game because if a team
But it's
just
most definitely a competitive aspect too, for sure.
yeah,
I would never take that away, but I want y'all to understand, right, over in our understand where that competitive aspect comes from. It comes from what was going on during slavery. How it wasn't the slaves weren't competing to be the best slaves to get picked. It was the slave masters and the people who owned the business. It was according
that
to
was
control
making them, yeah.
competing with each other, right? And
That
doing
was like
tests.
in Django, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Y'all got
yeah,
a pure example of what actually happened in Django,
yeah,
right?
that showed you there. Yeah, I mean, it is wild, you know, especially when you start really, like you said, piecing it together like that. And but you know, it's the way that we grew up in our society, at least for most of the people that I assume is on here. This is the way we was always uh like this is what we was presented. You know, like our fathers, great grandfathers, things like that. They only had like the radio. Some of them, certain generations, for a certain period of time. Like they didn't always have the TV to be programmed and locked into and plugged into. So
Right.
it was different. You know what I mean? Now it's really different. You
It
know?
really is. It's a lot different. I gotta agree with you on that. Man, listen.
Yeah, it's way different. So we gotta always think about that. How different it is now compared to how it used to be and why it is and why things have changed. You know? Because it may not have been back in the day, but I think now that you can see you can push money around. Now you know, one thing we used to always say is follow the money. Whenever you got like real questions on certain shit that's going on, follow the money. And then
Oh man.
normally you will start to see shit unfold differently than what you might have expected it to be originally. You know? So follow the money always. Always follow the
Always
money.
follow the money. Like I told you, my man Lester Freeman, man. My brother Lester Freeman from The Wire, man, used to say it the best, man. Follow the money, man. You know what I'm saying? You follow, you know what I'm saying? You can follow the money. You gotta follow the money, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're gonna get to the basic structure of any situation you could possibly be a part of. You feel me? Can you hear me, L?
Yeah. Yep.
It sounds like you real low in this one, though. We can hear you louder in the other one.
Okay.
You might need to turn the volume up or something like that.
Yeah, nah, we get it right. But yeah.
But yeah, though, man.
Yeah, we should be good.
Yeah, man. Say what now?
You hear me better now, right?
Yeah, that's a little bit, but it's all right. We can hear you. It's cool.
Yeah, nah. I mean, what you think about the stage? Let me ask you, how you feel about the stage? What can you point out for me in this? I seen a little bit earlier where they talked about a slight uh a slight poke at the jab. The dancer, my man Flytown 614, he said dancers in the hazmat suits and Riri was a big blood clot that been in the documentaries for the folks that got the jab and passed away, which was an interesting take. And
Right.
yeah, I definitely could see that. You know, we got OG in the building. He said he couldn't watch it. The whole
Oh
show
yeah, I
goes.
meant to say something about that. He said I couldn't watch. He said I couldn't watch the whole halftime. So he said it gave me a headache. And this is what I'm saying, man. Lots
Yeah,
of people are starting to wake up to this stuff, man. Y'all wonder why when y'all watch this stuff, y'all cousin, and that's why, man. The imagery is becoming overbearing. It's becoming too much. It's too much for the normal psyche to take. It was see first they used to hit us with the subliminals and sneak it in there. But now they're being so blatant and outright with it and over the top with it that it's becoming obvious. And what have I always been telling y'all? What I've been saying, L, man, it's going to come to a point where this thing is so obvious in your face that you cannot deny this, man.
right.
You know, you got Riri at the top of the pinnacle capstone of this pyramid, right?
Yeah.
She's dressed in red. She's also pregnant,
Big B's.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The base of the pyramid is red.
Yep.
I gotta understand the symbology and what this stuff means, man. You know what I'm saying? This is basically them just paying homage through this ritualistic ceremony, sacrifice of blood. Whenever y'all see red in a performance, man, it's a symbolic, ritualistic ceremony of blood sacrifice. And I want to tell y'all, like, and I said this before, right? There doesn't literally have to be in every situation the actual shedding of blood in order for it to be a blood sacrifice. A blood sacrifice could be a ritualistic mock blood sacrifice. Case in point, the imagery you see of people dressed in all red. Whenever you go to a war show and you see people dressed in red, the red carpet, right? That is a symbolical symbol. That's a symbological, right? Representation of a blood sacrifice. Now, don't get it mistaken. Actual blood sacrifice is required too, but there's levels to this stuff, right? I just want y'all to know that, man. You feel me? I want y'all to understand that, man. Right?
Definitely levels to that shit. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. That's the first thing I kind of looked at. Like, I knew once I seen the all red stage, and then I seen Riri come out dipped in all red. I was like, ooh, yeah, they gonna get her for this one. I already knew this is gonna be a conspiracy theorist heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, we seen it. We knew what it is. We know what Rihanna is. Like, it ain't nothing that's like hidden. Like, Rihanna don't even hide this shit. Like, you know, she always gonna give you some over the top wow performance. And you know, it's always something behind it. You know, they do
Yeah,
everything.
I'm gonna say what L really mean to say, right?
Yeah,
She's gonna do what her masters tell her to do.
yeah, she do.
Fenty is worth $2 billion. Oh, she gonna do exactly what she told to do. She gonna do her little fake sacrifices and all that bullshit, man. Right? Flat out.
Yeah.
I don't care how nobody feel about it, man.
But yeah, I mean, overall, when I take everything up out of that and I just get to like what it was cool. I mean, you know,
Right.
she did her thing. She got a great voice. She gave you a good performance. She ran through about 20 hits for you real quick. You know, it was a halftime show. You know, Super Bowl halftime show. Nothing more, nothing less. She kept the crowd rocking, and you know, I didn't think that it was like bad, like what people was trying to clown her for. Like,
Yeah.
to me, that was kind of a little excessive. Like, come on now, like Riri, like she did her thing, man. Like, they was like, oh, well, she wasn't singing all the songs all the way word for word. I'm like, man, she's an R&B singer, man. That's how you could tell people don't really. I mean, it's crazy because I know a lot of people go to concerts. I know they watch them on TV, so I don't know what people expect out of concerts. You know what I mean, Stacks?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know exactly what you're saying.
But it's like, even a rapper, I don't know if they go to like rap concerts, but he may not. All like, when you do a hook to your song, a lot of people, you may not have no vocals in your verse, but you probably got your vocals in your hook playing behind it as like a kind of amp up, just so you can kind of hop in and out of the hook.
Right.
So when I heard people saying, you know, the first thing I thought was like, they was just trolling, because if you ever been to any performance, especially with R&B singers,
right,
you know, they do that. It rap anybody. Like, it's only a couple artists I can say that I've been to that rap every fucking word the whole time, every hook, every verse. Very few rappers do that, y'all. So,
like every verse to every song, like, come on, man.
I mean, because they go in and
I
out.
don't even expect them to do that for real.
Yeah, sometimes they pointing the mic out the yard to finish one of the bars. It's a memorable bar that everybody rock with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how, man. I'm sorry. Like, when you creating a lot of songs and you're doing this for a while, you know what the hot points of a performance is.
Mm-hmm.
And she was letting y'all rock to the chorus, but when the actual verses was on, she sang every verse. She sang it with her heart. It was, I mean, it was definitely like with confliction. You know what I mean? She did her thing, man. Like, as a performer, I respected it. You know what I mean? That's all.
I did too, man. Now, mind you, L, this girl's pregnant, man. Clearly, she looked like she about 4 or 5 months pregnant. Like she about to drop pretty soon. You hear me?
Yeah, she pregnant as shit, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, though, you know what I mean? Minus all the esoteric, minus all the symbology and imagery, you know, we're going to talk about just the straight performance itself. You feel me?
Yeah,
right. She did a good job, man. I mean, what was y'all expecting from Rihanna? Have any of y'all ever been to a Rihanna concert?
They obviously haven't. Because people was talking about dancing. And I was like, Rihanna? When did Rihanna start dancing?
I mean, that's what I want to know, man.
I was like, when did Rihanna? Like, I was like, all right, when did I've always watched Rihanna, even in the videos, she don't really dance. Now
Right.
she'll hit a couple moves with the dancers.
Yeah, but she ain't like full. She ain't like Chris Brown with it.
Nah, like that's Beyonce. And really, Beyonce's the only other chick that does that shit, y'all. What other chick is out here really dancing?
Like really dancing with their dancers, like really known for dances outside of Sierra's old washed up ass.
Yeah, Sierra, yep, that was the only other one. Her and Beyonce, but outside of those two, who else?
And I talk about is chicks. You got the other little R&B and chicks who might hit a little move. I'm talking about chicks who are known for dancing.
Yeah, known for dancing too. Like, yeah,
Missy is better known for dancing than most of you R&B singers. And Missy is not even really like an artist all like that for real. You know what I mean? She is, but you know what I mean? Like Missy is known for dancing and stuff like that. You know, and being a dancer.
More than most of these chicks. Like that's
right.
That's what I'm saying. So I think I was confused by, like you said, what people were expecting. Like, and you know, the reviews that I heard didn't have nothing to do with the actual what Rihanna does. You know what I mean? Like, you got certain expectations. Like, if I go to Chris Brown, yeah, I expect Chris Brown to do all that. I expect him to do some backflips, maybe some cartwheels, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? To put on a show, dancing, all that. Like, I expect that from Chris Brown. Beyonce, you know what I mean? She out here charging $7 a ticket. I don't know. With Beyonce, I better get. I need first class seats on the flight to the show. I need the hotel paid for the 2 days with those tickets. I need all my food paid for. I need a vacation, a 7-day trip somewhere out the country. But hey, what's crazy is she gonna fill them seats up, man. Y'all gonna pay
every trip.
They said people was dipping into their 401ks to get to this show.
If y'all tripping going to shows like Beyonce, so Beyonce, listen, I'm about to show y'all this real quick, man. Right? My baby
Red. Yeah, Janet Jackson, yeah. Lance Parker, you right. Janet Jackson could do both.
Yeah.
I mean, but think about it, man. It's not too many stars in history that was prolific at both. Like, even when we look at like J-Lo. J-Lo.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. J-Lo was no.
She could dance, but her singing ain't like.
Her singing was mediocre at best.
Yeah, it's mediocre, but she could dance
at
best. But she could get her songs off. You know,
I will give it to Jennifer Lopez. She's a decent actress.
Yeah, but she could do all three. You know what I mean? She could give you a hit movie and she could give you a hit song.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So you got to respect that.
Right now, we're gonna get back to Beyonce real quick, but I just want to show y'all this real quick. And when we say Rihanna's not known, we're not saying Rihanna can't dance. We're not saying she's not good at dancing. We just say she's not known for it. That's not when you think of Rihanna's music, you're not like Rihanna's a good performer, like dancing, like oh no, you think like Beyonce and shit like that when you think of shit like that. She out there in the outfits with her dancers, we on choreography, dancing, like hitting all the moves they hitting and stuff like. Riri's not known for that, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna watch this a little bit of this right here, just to see, just to go ahead and see.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Rihanna performances of all time.
Nobody touched me in the rush. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe all of your dreams are
so sexy,
this list,
man.
we're looking at the best live showings from this legendary artist's career. Which songs would you like to hear at the Super Bowl halftime show? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Love on the Brain, the 23rd Billboard Music Awards. Rihanna is an adept chameleon. However, nobody expected her to channel Amy Winehouse. Prior to its release as a single, she performed Love on the Brain at the 2016 Billboard Music Awards to much acclaim.
Baby, you got me like,
The song showcased a different side of Rihanna's abilities as an artist. Instead of leaning on spectacle, the attention was fully on her vocal talent.
This performance, see? Y'all see it? See the imagery, y'all? Pyramids. Peep the game, y'all. Peep it.
Got off to a great start by leaning on dramatic drums and a big colorful cube. It only takes a moment before Rihanna comes out swinging and singing. As the performance ramps up, we get lasers, great dancing, and even mid-air dancers. Rihanna's explosive EDM energy brought something fresh.
Y'all see the imagery? You see it, L?
Yeah.
It's kind of blatant right in your face, man.
Yeah, she rock with the pyramids for sure.
All right, now let's keep watching.
Fresh, daring, and worth voting for.
I've been everywhere looking for you, man.
Number 8, Kiss It Better, Made in America 2016. What are we willing to do for Rihanna to perform this again? Honestly, just about anything. Kiss It Better is a fan favorite among the Rihanna Navy. As the song goes on, she completely loses herself in the number. Although Rihanna's performing in front of a packed house, her performance comes off as in character.
I think Drake made this fuck.
I thought Drake was going to come out there.
Performance, Drake bows down. We would too. Number 6, Diamonds, The X Factor. American Idol was not the only time Rihanna tore up a talent show. In 2012,
notice
she gave an
Riri's
absolutely stunning performance of Diamonds on the UK version of The X Factor.
You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky.
She immediately came off as both.
Now, one thing I'm going to say about Rihanna, y'all, that can't nobody hate, this girl got a beautiful voice. She can actually sing. I wonder if y'all pay attention to that when y'all watch Rihanna perform. She actually can sing. Like, she can really sing.
That's all I really cared about, bro. Because, I mean, that's what I expect from Rihanna, that beautiful voice. Like, so, you know.
Don't get me wrong, I hate it. Beyonce can sing, too.
Oh, Beyonce sing her ass off. Shit, she got Spanish out.
But Rihanna can.
That love on the brain song, she showed range that a lot of people nowadays can't pull off. Like you said, Beyonce could pull it off. You got like Jasmine Sullivan,
right?
You got Erykah Badu. You got a couple that could do it. You know, Jill Scott. But everybody can't pull that. Like that love on the brain joint was a lot of range.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, that's what I respect, man. I respect the artistry part of it. And I think that's why I thought it was a good performance, because that's what I was looking for. Like, I think I try when I look at performances to tune out everything and look at it.
Hey, let me stop you real quick. Let me just say this, bro. Yeah. I do too, bro, because like I said, y'all see how I dissect and keep stopping. I can't, when I see these things, I know what they are. And I cannot help it. I see it. I see through it. I told you I've been given the sight to see, and I can see. I see stuff y'all don't see. I know about symbols and colors and designs and tessellated patterns, and I know about this stuff. And you know what I'm saying? It's ingrained into my psyche to where when I showed y'all the image of the SCX and the Disney flowers, and now every time y'all see that, that's all you're going to see. You're not even going to notice that it's flowers. Right? You're going to only thing you see is that sex in between them. And that's how I see this stuff. Whenever I see the NFL halftime show or the Grammys or the Oscars or whatever it is, man, I see them when I look at these music videos and I see these niggas dressed in red, wearing crosses. When I see them on fucking black and white tiled floors, I can't help it. I see it, man. And that stuff means something, though. And it's not there just because it's there. No, it's there for a reason. Right? Go ahead, El.
Nah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, everything, especially in performances, they're very well thought out. Most of the time, they have to build the stages, so I'm pretty sure the artist has a vision of what's going on prior to the show going down, and most likely had input on it. So, yeah, all performances, especially when you're on that magnitude, are, they're pre-planned.
Yeah, these are big, huge productions, man. A lot of choreography.
Yeah.
Y'all know I could do a whole live stream on just the etymology of that word alone.
Yeah.
Choreography.
It's a lot, and just one word.
You understand? That's a
Yeah.
combination of like 8 words.
Right. It's a lot. Just that one word says a lot. You know?
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like my brother L. Just all in all, it was a dope performance. You feel me?
Yeah, I rock with it, man. She showed the range in the voice. She gave you a little bit of. She gave you everything, and there's no way you can't not like a Rihanna song. So I'm unless you just don't like music. Like she got
Yeah.
a song for everybody. Like so, it is.
You
It
can't
is
say
what
her
it is.
music is whack. You can't say it's trash. You can't say she ain't talented. You can't say the songs ain't fire. You know what I mean? You just hating at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
and I think I saw a lot of people doing that, and that kind of, it starts to become this thing when you look at a lot of people nowadays, and it's like, damn, everybody's looking to be mad or critique something
yeah,
instead of just enjoying life. Like, when did we lose that? Like, for me, I feel like it's disrespectful not to yourself, not to sit back and enjoy life. Like, and I think a lot of people are missing out on a lot of great things that we see, and we can miss out on greatness and great people and great events because we're looking to judge it instead of enjoy it.
right.
We've been coming to that, like you said, 1984 society where it's
Yeah,
more a box thinking and more a judgmental society.
right.
And it's like everybody's cool with it. And it gets to a point where it's like, damn, y'all really cool with everybody, like, being it doesn't always have to be black or white. Some of these things is just, hey, the performance was a good performance.
Right.
If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. It's whatever. But
Right.
I don't see what it wasn't to like about it. I heard people start comparing, like she wasn't trying to be compared. It just is a lot of shit that I just don't get that people do nowadays. It's no acceptance for anything nowadays. It's like, I don't know, man. I guess social media, that's when it happened. I say 2008 is just when we start losing that disconnect between being able to really sit and accept things. Like, nowadays, like people always got their camera out, but they not really enjoying the moment and
Right.
taking it, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of society we live in now, where a lot of us is going to miss out on so much shit that's around us, and we don't see the world that we actually living in because we got our face in our phones all the time and just missing out and always looking to say something instead of learning something. And that's something we was always talking about on the last show where we talking about like the game. Because and I'm not saying that, you gotta take something from the performance, but it's like you probably didn't even get to enjoy it because the whole time you was trying to pick it apart.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Bird said, first you gotta at least do a couple run throughs where you just enjoy the art.
Right.
Because this is art. You know what I mean? So you gotta enjoy the art and then you go back to critiquing. And that happens with any art. Nowadays it's like we just go to critiquing it instead of enjoying
Critiquing it. Yeah. I agree. I can agree with you on that. Maybe we could do a whole nother show on just that, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's something we
Respect
can do
the
a show
art,
on
man.
right there, man.
We gotta learn to respect the art, man. We do too much and not respecting, and we don't give people their flowers, and we miss out on a lot of great things that are right in front of our face because of that. You know what I mean?
Right. And also, just to go along with that, today is Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? And we done have conversations, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done sit up here on many a live, many of whatever conversation and broke this thing down. You got your people who take the social engineering and they just got to be the Scrooge. You know what I'm saying? They got to be the Debbie Downers and the you know what I'm saying, the downer dance. You know what I'm saying? Just shit trying to rain on everybody's parade because everybody. You got the people that want to say, well, Valentine's was celebrated because of this. Okay, we all know that, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the people who just shitting on other people because they celebrate Valentine's Day and they talk about some y'all hoes stupid. That nigga celebrate Valentine's Day with that nigga when that nigga just was in my inbox 2 days ago. Type. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like, it just shows the moral decay. You hear me? spiritually, mentally, psychologically, the decay of our society, man. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand where we being led to with this shit, where we just constantly, not saying that there's anything wrong with judging each other, but in the way that we doing it and how it's being exacerbated through the advent of social engineering, man, which we call in social media now.
Creating so many narcissists, man. And they don't
man,
even know it.
I'm not even about to sit up here and get
I call
on
it
Facebook.
hypocritical narcissism.
I'm just saying, just go in there and just go on this whole diatribe about the origins of Valentine's Day. Like, listen, man, that's not going to prevent people from sound. And I don't say nobody doing that. I'm just saying, because you got a right to do that too. But what I'm saying is, I just don't see no point in just like, especially from a chick's perspective, man, because a lot of y'all chicks, man, that I seen today, I just was looking ill, and I'm just like, man, these chicks is a bit salty as hell. Like, why y'all? A lot of y'all sound like y'all mad, man.
Because
a lot of y'all sound bitter and upset that it's a lot of girls out here who got Valentine's Day going. They dudes is going all out for them. They're posting it all on the book, on Graham, Twitter, and all of that. And y'all just got to be bombarded with it because you're lonely. You're by yourself. Ain't nobody got the bracelet, a card.
That's crazy.
You
That's
know?
wild.
Party. You sitting up there salty than a goddamn can of Morton's. You understand me? You hear me? And that's just terrible, man. You feel me? Sitting up there mad as hell that you, then that just goes back to what I was saying earlier. Ain't no chick gonna sit there and tell me that she likes being alone. She wants to be alone, especially on a day like today. You feel me? And y'all just be salty, just all day. You can tell when somebody just being funny, and then you tell the chick, she like, oh, she's salty.
Yeah, they started
calling. I'm like,
hey,
look, I see somebody post on Facebook. This chick gonna sit up here and say, "Yeah, you." It's crazy how you posting how they did this stuff for you on Valentine's Day. And that nigga just was asking, trying to fuck me 2 weeks ago. I said, "Damn."
Right.
I said, damn, man. Why could this damn let her enjoy Valentine's Day? Man, there ain't nobody business, man. And this is what I'm saying with this whole internet thing. We could probably do a show on this, man. It just let everybody, like, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a right to their opinion. But when it comes to all opinions being expressed, I'm not saying they shouldn't. Right? I'm just saying it's who determines such things are, and just like El said, how we get into this 1984 situation, man, because when we agree that things are offensive and things shouldn't be said, right, we give that power to the authority to decide for us what can be said, right, what can be heard and listened to and watched. And when we get to that level, y'all, that's when we get into a dystopian society like 1984. And as we watch the Ministry of Truth being brought to life right here on YouTube, man. So, El, your closing words, man. We got to wrap it up, man. What y'all talk about? Go ahead and leave it. What's up, Mike?
Nah, I'll just, bounce off what we was just talking about. I just want y'all to, as a solution-based content, SBC, just take time to enjoy the art and the scenery and the world that's around you. We speeding past through this life. I'm pretty sure y'all watching these years go past. But you're missing so many moments by looking at it from the wrong angle. Look at it to love and accept it. And you can look at it from both views, but never look at it from one view if it's negative. Try to look at things in a positive light as much as you can, and positive things will follow and happen. Trust me. That That's positive right. energy and that positive way of thinking is really all about energy. And, energy is eternal. It never dies. And you want to have positive energy, not negative energy.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to leave it on. Like I said, peace, love, and blessing to everybody. I hope everybody have a great week. We're going to tap back in on Friday. We got the E.N.E Friday. We're going to premiere some new songs out on Friday. So I hope y'all tapping in. And that's what it is. Stacks, shout out. And I want to send a shout out to my, the nephew BREDREN. They won their game today. They did their thing.
Yeah.
And, so big ups to him and the team. They did great. And that's how I'm gonna drop it. Drop the mic, y'all. You know what I mean?
He said drop the mic. Hell silly as hell. Yeah, man. All right then, L, man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. We're gonna get together on Friday and we're gonna chop it up and wrap it up like we always do, man.
All right, bro. Come on.
All right. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? My brother King L's in the building, you dig, man. You know, right? Tomorrow's show. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. Y'all should tap in for this one. You hear me? All right. Ooh, L. Oh, I gotta bring you back in, L. All right.
What you on tomorrow?
Oh, wait, man. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? We gotta get to it tomorrow, man. You feel me? We gotta talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting critical. It's all critical. You hear me? Y'all see that?
Yeah.
The importance and significance of camming up. No anonymity, V for vendetta. And it's the reason why I chose this as a thumbnail. Oh, we gonna get into it tomorrow. See, when I come up with these shows, y'all, I come from a different aspect, man. I want to challenge your brain. Shout out to the homie Larry Gators, man. I appreciate him for saying this, man, and bringing this to my awareness, man. When I want to do, when I bring y'all this information that I bring y'all, I want to stretch y'all's minds beyond human cognition. So when you're done tapping in with me, it's never going to go back to the original shape and form it was in, man. You hear me? I want y'all to leave here when I get done hearing something you ain't never heard before. Something that's going to have you like, damn, man, that shit crazy. You hear me? That nigga says, wow, shit. It's going to have you like, Because I'm always going to give you the confirmation of the information. I just throwing shit out my ass. You know what I'm talking about? Pause. You feel me? So, yeah, man, tap in with us, man. Hey, real talk, man. My brother with King L's. I just wanted to bring you back in real quick for that, L, man.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, tap in tomorrow, man. My brother King L's in the building, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in tomorrow, man. Me and my brother King L's, man. We do this every Tuesday and Friday. Tap in, walk with us, man. Y'all see us scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You know what I'm talking about? Just do what the banners say. That's all. You feel me? Just do what the banners say. It's literally scrolling behind at the bottom of the screen, the host show. So just do what the banners say, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. You know what I'm talking about? Malik off with this song right here, man. You know what I'm talking about? One of my favorites.
I don't know what love is until you let me know the blues. We did it all for the light, that's right. They was praising the hype, no lie. The game was never faithful tonight, no lie. King fool like he blazing on ice, no lie. He did it all for the light, that's right. They was praising the hype, no lie. The game was never faithful tonight, no lie. A king fool like he blazing on ice. Used to wait, relocated, peace to my maker. They only good on paper, they disappear, call them vapor. Purdue the boy a maker. I never wait to shake a time to lacer, turn the baser. I'm in that picture white and black. 757 shit, just sound be a pack. Backpack of rats, stash in the packs in the back. Need high, double that, still lack trust on that. On that strong Mr. T-Pack, bring the lead back. Waked up, so I leave that. We don't need that. Let us sing in the light, that's the greatest feedback. Listen, you go, you do it out, eventually you all blown. With a man with one eye king, eventually in due time. They don't be lines, we rolled on red lines. We ducked that bedtime, you tucked this bedtime. New line, send them at 4K. Menace to America, minister of latter day. 2 bodies on my god today, tactically. They should have been practicing, there wasn't no AI. Say how does the song? Official like the dawn, rise like the song. King, now I'm gone. Hey how does the song? Official like the dawn, king, rise like the song. He did it all for the light, that's right. He was praising the hype, no lie. The game was never faithful tonight, no lie. King fool like he blazing on ice. He did it all for the light. That's right. They was praising the hype. The game was never fake for the night. No, a king cool like he blazing on ice.
Whoa. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Whoa. Now, L, you know I'm playing this in Band Lab, right? You know what I'm talking about? And I just realized I'm playing a different version of the song, man. So let me go ahead and do this real quick, man. Disrespect that song like that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let me go ahead and do it like this, man. You hear me? Hey, Real Talk Podcast, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. You know what I'm talking about? Me and my brother King Els, you feel me, man? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Let me get the right version of that song. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the edit joints. And if y'all know anything about Band Lab, y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know what love is.
Run that shit back. You know what I'm talking about? King Els when I cut master. Run that shit back. You know what I'm talking about? L, go ahead and drop the links, man, to this song, man. L's about to put it in the chat, y'all. Where y'all can go get this song at, man.
Used to wait, relocated, peace to my maker. They only good on paper. They disappear, call them vapor. Purdue the boil maker. I never wait to shake a time to lacer. Turn the baser. I'm in that. Picture white and black. My 757 shit. Just sound be a pack. Backpack of racks. Stash in the packs in the back. Need high, double that. Still lack trust on that. When that strong Mr. T-Pack. Bring the lead back. Waked up, so I leave that. We don't need that. Let it sing in the light. That's the greatest feedback. Listen, you go, I'm moving out. Eventually, you all blown. With a man with one more king. Eventually, in due time. They don't need lines. We rode on red lines. We ducked that bedtime. You took this bedtime. New line. Send them my 4K. Menace to America. Minister of Latter-day. 2 bodies on my God today. Tactically. They should have been practicing, there wasn't no AI. Say hot as the song, official like the dawn, rise like the song, king now I'm gone. Hey hot as the song, official like the dawn, king rise like the song. He did it all for the life, that's right. They was praising the hype. The game was never faithful tonight. No lie, king cool like he blazing on ice. No lie, he did it all for the light. That's right. They was praising the hype. The game was never faithful tonight. No lie, a king cool like he blazing on ice.
We used to get fresh after daddies. At the crib on 4th and 13th, serving up the baggies. Midwest, range of 5 moves on some floor spot shit. Had 4x4s inside the door just in case the spot floors hit. But that was the old days. We used to roll up that gold haze. Hero in the kitchen, cooking up them zones of 4 days. We used to go lock in the booth and go in the zone for 4 days. The work ethic, it was kind of psychotic and just a tab. Being the brains now. Trust me when I tell you, man, y'all niggas don't really want it. Smoking on that fake ass pressure, y'all niggas ain't really blunted. I'm stacked with the facts, only no mistake those. Mangoes, avoid catching new cases and the state close. All you gossiping ass bitches and all you fake hoes, man, especially all you niggas that be fake woke. You'll always try to challenge and come at the kid. Y'all gotta read more books, go do a couple bids, go live a real street life, back up a couple bricks. Be facing wild ass time and never think to snitch. E.N.E, we the nicest niggas out, cocaine balls. Whenever we ain't spitting this a drought, we came to wake up the masses, rose and flute classes. Big business deals, the safest where the stash is. Fuck how you feel, Quit said that on our last shit. New music coming, it's sure to be a classic.
Blazing on ice.